Hi everyone, Christina here. We are jumping right into video 5 in my Distress Oxide Ink Blending Combo series. And this week we're focusing on blue color combos. In this very first one, I've got two different colors of blue. I'm using Salty Ocean and Blueprint Sketch, and I paired that up with Twisted Citron, which is a really bright yellow green. I was surprised how well I loved these two blues together because I thought, are they too close? Do they need something a little bit more dramatic, some more contrast in color? But once I started blending that Twisted Citron down and it really created that pretty green shade as it blended with Salty Ocean, I loved having that Blueprint Sketch and Salty Ocean right there. I thought it turned out really nice. And I did have to go over that Twisted Citron a couple times to make sure that it wasn't being overpowered by all that blue. My second color combo is one that really surprised me. I've actually had this set of inks set aside since day one because I saw the color tea dye and I realized that I don't think I've ever used tea dye in oxides or in the original Distress inks. And I was wanting to challenge myself to use it in a fun way. And this color combination with Chip Sapphire and Vintage Photo really took me by surprise. I wasn't sure if it would work, but it blended beautifully. I did have to add quite a bit of Chip Sapphire and really work to blend it into those brown shades, but I really loved how it turned out. And it has sort of this kind of warm glow up at the top and then going into a deep brown and then to a blue. I think it would be a really cool, kind of like a dark, moody sky. For the third combo, I'm using Squeeze Lemonade, Lucky Clover, and Mermaid Lagoon. And this one almost looks a little bit like that first color combination because it does have that green in the middle. But I love the intensity of the Lucky Clover into Squeeze Lemonade. It makes me think of that carbonated drink Sprite because of lemon and lime. I just think it looks really fun. And then Mermaid Lagoon it's got that really bright intensity that Salty Ocean has, but it leans a little bit more greenish, almost like a teal. It's a really intense blue. I think it looks really cool, and I loved how these faded into each other. Like I mentioned in last week's video, sometimes it's easier to have colors that are next to each other on, like in the rainbow, so that yellow to green to blue works really well that way. For this very last combo for this week, this is one that really, I keep saying they took me by surprise, but this one really did because by the end of the blending, it looked like I had used 5 different colors of ink. It was really interesting. Scattered Straw to Broken China to Seedless Preserves. And as each one of these colors overlap with the one next to it, it creates a new color and it gives almost a rainbow look. I thought it was so interesting, and I particularly loved this blue violet shade that Broken China and Seedless Preserves created. I thought it was so fun and interesting. And on this one in particular, I did use that side to side blending motion quite a bit just because I found that the circular blending wasn't quite cutting it. So I really love how that turned out. You can kind of see that green and then extra purple in there. It looks really neat. So those are the 4 color combos for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed, and it gives you some ideas on what to do with all of those blue Distress Oxide ink pads in your collection, or maybe ones that you're adding to your collection very soon. Make sure you use that Christina's Oxide Combos hashtag over at Instagram, and you can see this graphic that's on screen with all the names at Instagram or over at my blog.